Welcome back to Woodchuck Creations. I'm Chuck, and today I'm going to show you how to set the timer on an aerobic septic sprinkler. At our house, instead of a sewer, we have an aerobic septic system. Unlike traditional or anaerobic septic systems, the aerobic septic systems work by pumping oxygen into the septic tank, which mixes with the waste and speeds up the breakdown process. After the breakdown occurs, the system is flushed through sprinklers that are set off by a timer into a different area of your yard. This timer is on an analog dial, so when the power goes out, it stops at that time, and unlike a digital clock that will switch to 12 o'clock when it comes back on, this timer starts at the time it left off. Typically, these sprinklers are set to go off in the middle of the night. However, if the power goes out, the time could shift to where they go off during the day. While having the sprinklers go off during the daytime is not going to harm the system, it doesn't always produce the most pleasant smell, so having them go off at nighttime is the neighborly thing to do. The timer is very simple to reset and can be done in a couple minutes with just a flathead screwdriver. The first step is to loosen the flathead screws that are holding the cover on. These are retained screws, so they won't come out and you don't have to worry about losing them. Once you're inside the cabinet, you'll see this dial. This is a 24-hour analog timer that has AM on this side and PM on this side. Each of these little notches are set in or out to determine whether or not the sprinklers will go off at the time they pass the arrow. Currently it's about 2:10 p.m., which is correct based on the arrow on this timer. These little switches are out from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock a.m. is when the sprinkler is set to go off, and when they're pushed in is when the sprinkler will not go off. Right now this timer is set to the correct time by this arrow, but it can be changed by turning the dial clockwise. Another setting the system has is this little switch right here on the inside of the dial. If this little switch is set to the center like it currently is, that means the sprinklers will go off by the timer. If the switch is pushed up, that means the sprinklers will go off on demand. We want this set to the center so the sprinklers go off by the timer. If you have any questions about how this works, leave me a comment down below. This isn't my typical video, so I have some other ones you might want to check out, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.